this is gonna be difficult. And let me tell you, it's not gonna be pretty.
Do whatever you love for you. Don't do it for nobody else. I'm very impressed right now.
I'm kind of intimidated.
Oh, we'll get you through that.
Oh. This sport just got really real for me.
Before we get into this, let's talk about the history of women riding bikes. Susan B. Anthony herself wrote in 1896 that she thought the machine has done more to emancipate women than any one thing in the world. Let's delve into the most empowering mechanism, the two-wheeled bicycle. In the 19th century, it helped move the cause of female equality forward in the modern world. Even today, there is no more feminist way to get around. It allowed women their own mode of transportation, allowing them a more autonomous way of life. Not only that, but it led to women being allowed to wear less restrictive clothing. Bikes and dresses are just not the move. This week, I thought it would be cool to try one of the most aggressive biking sports, BMX. I called up my friend Brock Rayford, one of the top riders in the sport, to see if he could show me what it takes to really send it on these two-wheeled machines.
What's up, everyone? So we're here at a warehouse somewhere in California meeting my friend Brock Rayford, who is like the dude in freaking BMX. Today we're gonna learn how to BMX bike, and I am so freaking nervous. Brock is a complete and total badass, and if you've ever wanted to try BMXing, or if you've seen it on the side of the road, or just seen people in your neighborhood doing it, give those people massive props, because it is one of the hardest things I'm going to try to date, but I know that this is gonna be difficult, and let me tell you, it's not gonna be pretty.
Yo! What are we doing? We're hugging. Awesome.
This is Brock. Brock, this is our first time
nice
meeting.
To meet you. This is where all of my sponsors are distributed from. So that's Sunday Bikes, Odyssey Parts, and then they also have other companies like G Sport, which is components, and then also Fairdale Bikes, which is more of commuter style and cycling style bikes as well. There's actually a private riding facility that we'll get to take advantage of today as well. So
stoked.
yeah, let's get in there.
Oh, I'm so nervous.
Actually help them paint that in this wall and the ramps, which you'll soon see as well. So
this is like home for you.
Yeah, this is absolutely home.
Cool. So what's first, man? What do we got to do to get set up?
Grab the bike for you.
Sweet.
And we can get you going on that, get you all set up. We'll get you all safe and sound on the bike before you even have to take off on it.
I watched one of your Vail videos yesterday. Like,
ooh, there's a lot of those.
Dude, how many times have you like folded it in half over like a freaking railing?
Yeah, a lot. That seems to be my like most favorite thing to do right now. Hit ribs. I've broken the teeth out of my face. These are actually false. Plenty of injuries along the way, but you know, none of it is gonna keep me away from what I love to do. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab the bike. This is it right here. This is your ride. Check this out.
Dude.
This is actually my signature complete model bike that is distributed by Sunday Bikes.
Dude, this is beautiful.
My plan is to first get you set up on the bike, and then we'll get you all sorted with know-how to ride the ramps. And then from there, we'll go to a skate park where you'll get a taste of what it's like to be on a bike and around other people attending the skate park as well. We can just have a good day, ride some bikes, hang out.
Sweet, do some flares?
Yeah, we'll do some flares.
God, that's so scary. Brain bucket ready?
So what's the deal with the Red Bull gear? Like, you can't really buy Red Bull merch, can you?
As far as I know, that helmets, hats, all of that stuff has to be given to you and or awarded to you by Red Bull or someone else giving you your first Red Bull hat. Being a Red Bull athlete was something that I had wanted my entire life, and so I just dug in, and it just felt so cool to accomplish something that I was working so hard towards for so long.
Dude, I'm proud of you, and I just met you.
All right, well, you've ridden a bike before, right?
I just did, what's that called? Mountain biking.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, this is a lot smaller and less fast-paced version of that, so you should be a-okay.
These are sweet. Are these like knee pads?
Yeah, so these are actually shin guards. One of the most common things that happen, you take one foot off, going counterclockwise, that happens, and that's called a shinner.
Oh,
and here, I can
like
actually show you. Here
we
have
son of a dude.
My lovely work of art. This has been taking shinners for many years.
So you don't put tattoos here because you know it's going to get graded?
Yes, exactly. So A, wear your shin guards, or B, if you choose not to, be prepared to lose some skin.
And hair.
Yeah, and hair.
All right, I'm ready, Brock.
Let's cruise on over to the ramps in the back. facility and riding area that we have here at Full Factory. They were kind enough to build these ramps to cater to all of the riders that are sponsored from Full Factory. So you're getting to kind of take advantage of that today. How comfortable do you feel riding up and over things? Like, can you do it? Yeah, you can do that? Yeah. Okay. Just try to get you to maybe ride over some of the edges, maybe ride down some banks, and just see what you're comfortable with.
Sick, let's do it.
All right.
Oh my God. Never been up on a platform with a bike before.
We're gonna go back down this ramp, in which you don't have to pedal. So once you're going down, you can use your momentum from that ramp to get you up onto the next one.
Gotcha. You set the bar high, and then I'll follow.
All right.
Oh, shit. Ow. Oh, shit. Okay, follow the leader.
Whoa! I was not expecting that at all. Okay. I'm very impressed right now.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Yeah. To be honest, it's very impressive like how she feels so comfortable on the bike already and like has a lot of stability in the way that she rides. That's usually something that a lot of people have to work on at first. Because she has that done already, she's already leaps and bounds above a lot of the other beginner riders. The only thing I would suggest that she worked on is just like, again, slowing down in those moments, because even though it looks like I'm never slowing down, I still have a speed in my head that I know what to hit at each ramp. And if I'm going too fast, that means I'm out of my comfort level, and sometimes that could lead to bad things, so I wouldn't want that for her. Once she goes over this ramp here, after she gets that air, that she should probably try to slow down, because I think then she would have a lot more control being able to ride around the park.
You get that, Brooke?
Yeah, slow down.
There we go.
This is epic. I'm obsessed, bro.
Yeah. Once you make that turn, you can head towards whatever obstacle you want, and then you kind of just keep making those rounds around the park in a way that you like it, and that's called your line. A lot of people tend to ride that sort of way in like the skate park realm, and this is gonna lead perfectly into skate park etiquette, which we'll get to later. So you're already leaps and bounds ahead. You're doing absolutely amazing.
Let's do it, Brock.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that again.
There you go. Look at you. Yeah. That was awesome. Yeah, you're killing it.
That was so epic.
You might have a career in this. I'm serious. The women's scene in BMX right now is growing. With repetition comes comfort, just like you said, and people find comfort in their skill level. So once you reach that level, then you're gonna wanna grab that next rung, and then you just keep walking yourself up that progression ladder. And next thing you know, you're a professional women's BMX rider.
With a lot of things that I do, I have this comfort level of knowing where my limit is. And I think right now I want to push that limit, but I don't know how. And I don't know where I should push it to grow as a rider, as a biker. With my gymnastics background, my coaches would be like, visualize yourself doing this.
Right.
I've never visualized myself going up a bike ramp.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've never thought of what that would feel like.
Yeah.
I've never thought of what that would look like. I'm not gonna lie, it would be cool if I could just go womp, womp, womp. It's definitely now opened my eyes to maybe I could tire a wall someday.
Yeah, absolutely, you know, and the cool thing about doing what you said, jumping the ramps, is that's not even tricks, that's just bike control, and that's something that you can build right here on the ground. It's just you being comfortable on the bike and being able to ride over the terrain that is in front of you, and that's something that anybody can do.
Love that. Super accessible to anybody if you want to jump the spine. You call it that. All right, so we're gonna do fakies.
Yes, I'll do it without myself on the bike. Your feet are in the neutral position, whichever you want, right? Whether you're right foot forward and or
Got it.
left foot forward, right? But for us, we're right, so we're
Yep.
gonna flip it back, and we're gonna go up the ramp straight. You don't have to go to the top.
Yeah.
Just however comfortable you feel to get yourself going backwards.
Got it.
And then you're gonna go backwards, and then you're just gonna give the bars a slight turn, and then that's gonna start steering your back wheel around.
I'm gonna give it a shot. We're gonna go backwards. Oh!
there you go. See? You don't even have to pedal.
Okay, I'm not gonna pedal.
Ready?
All right.
There you go.
patient at this point.
Very patient.
And then
Balance. It's all, at this point, it's all balanced, and then you're gonna start to go backwards, and then your momentum will.
I think I got this. Nice and tight, nice and tight.
Yeah, you gotta use those arms.
So close.
How do you deal with your frustrations?
You just have to give yourself credit where credit is due. So when you're like, oh, I can't do this, this is hard, or I'm getting frustrated, you just have to understand that like this is your first time ever going through this. This is your first day on a BMX bike, right?
Yeah,
so like
literally.
you have to give yourself that credit, which I mentioned before. It takes time and practice for people to come out here and be able to ride like how you saw me ride. You're gonna get it. It might take you longer than your friend. It might take you shorter than your friend. But at the end of the day, if you stay dedicated to it and you like want to progress and get better and just have something to completely separate you from the normal world and like just have that release, BMX is that. And that's what always kept me pushing forward, was that even if I was on my most frustrated day riding, it was better than me being in school or being at work, because I knew that like I was getting to be active and have fun and again express myself in a way that I thought was fun.
That's what's up. This is a really cool sport. Like, where young kids pick this up, where it can build this creativity of like how you say the park's your canvas, how it can build these like these skills that are gonna help you progress for a lifetime almost.
I've met many people that have taught me things like in BMX and in life. My bike has taught me things in BMX and in life. Like it's just something that like even beyond my years of swinging a leg over a bike, I'm gonna take so much from it, and like it's only gonna get better from there. So.
Continue on it. So, Brock, we're here, first of all, at the skate park. Let's talk about a little bit of like sponsorship and getting to this level of this mentality that you have to have as a young rider to get to the level where you're at.
As a younger rider, I just knew that it was going to take a lot of sacrifice to get where I wanted to be, and I was willing to give it all up to get there, like no matter if it was all my friends going out partying and I staying home to ride, or experiencing all of those things that you might go through as a young person. I just wanted to ride my bike, get better, go to sleep, and do it all over again. So like things like that I felt really helped me excel when it came time to start looking for sponsors and stuff like that. I dealt with, you know, getting bullied and stuff because I like looked and dressed like a skater back then. And to be honest, I didn't care. I just wanted to ride my bike. Their opinion didn't really affect me at that time, and it still doesn't to this day. What you really just got to know is like, do whatever you love for you. Don't do it for nobody else.
What do you say to like specifically young women coming into this space? Because you did say the floodgates are starting to open for women in BMX. What are you seeing the guys start to do to help you bring young women in? What's the culture like there?
And for me and everyone around me that I've talked to about it are really supportive of that and want to show and share that love with them, you know. And I mean, just as we did today, you know, like just kind of like show you like what I love, and seeing you smile jumping the ramp, it just really means a lot to me. Even being like, you know, that person that's been doing it but also teaching you and seeing you discover BMX for the first time, just so cool to like see that experience for someone else, you know, no matter male, female, non-binary, whatever you identify as. Like it's just cool to see somebody experience like fun and joy of BMX for the first time.
Well, let's go enjoy some more BMX. I'm kind of intimidated of here.
Oh, we'll get you through that.
My first time at a skate park ever is going to be on a BMX bike, and I know nothing about skate park etiquette at all. It looks really intimidating because I don't want to run it to anyone. I don't want anyone to run into me.
This is a community place for everybody. No one owns it. You belong here just as much as everybody else does. You just kind of be very mindful of who's there and who's riding. That way everybody gets a turn, and then you just go from there. So it all just kind of makes a lot of common sense, right? Like, use your eyes, watch out, have fun, and then do your thing. And farther in that back corner, we can get you to possibly drop in back there. And that's huge.
Okay, it's huge.
I mean, you've done so much in your first day, but if you drop in today too, that's gonna be.
I want to do it.
Yeah, that's gonna be literally the.
I can't go back. All right. You make it look so easy. How do I hit? Do I go over that bump? The jump?
What, on the hip? Yeah, you can if you want.
Brock, you make it look so freaking simple.
There you go. You feel how like when you pump, like you gain speed?
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh!
Yeah, so see what's happening there is you're riding parallel with the ramp. So hit that turn over there to like, yeah, oh, we'll get that one.
Yeah. Okay. You wanna come and get it?
No, all right. So why you do so well in this corner, why you like it, is because you ride and you have your speed, right? And it keeps you pressed against the wall, and then you come down. You have such good bike control for a beginner rider. Like, it's mind-blowing. Like, literally props to you for that.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
And so, like, you can allow yourself a little bit more room, you know, like instead of looking down on your tire, you know that they're gonna be there, so just look up just a little bit.
Okay.
And that will allow you to be like, okay, I have speed coming around this corner, so where should I go? Like, that's not gonna happen because I'm gonna slip out, so I'm gonna go over here and bank around that. And then I'm gonna come over here and bank around that. It'll start to like make sense because you'll start to feel yourself gain momentum that way, rather than being like, oh, I tried this and it didn't really work, or I tried that and it didn't really work. You know, like where you were sliding out, you were like, oh, it's not working.
Yeah.
And then that's when you're like, okay, I have to fix my line.
Gotcha. I just ate mad. I sent it a little too hard, and yeah, really kissed the pavement on that one. You're gonna need a new helmet. This one really took big impact. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, now I want to cry a little bit.
Let's just get out.
Yeah. Wow. This sport just got really real for me. We just stopped filming and everything. We wrapped, but I decided to send it a little hard, and I didn't land right, and so I fell essentially. But the whole bike slid out from under me, and I kissed the pavement. I hit my head. Luckily, I was wearing my helmet. That shit hurts. My body hurts. I definitely have a bruise on my thigh now. I'm gonna do it again because I'm a firm believer in not finishing something half-ass or falling on a bad note. I think that as with anything you do, you have to leave it better than you found it, and falling is just a part of the process. So yeah, I'm gonna go do it again, even if it's not as big as it was before. Thanks.
Failure is only defined by what you do after you mess up, how you recover from a moment and learn from it. BMX reminded me how crucial failure is to learning and success. You need to fail to succeed, and you can't succeed without failure. What if every day you woke up and challenged yourself to try something new, no matter how dumb you might feel doing it? What if you woke up with an intention to succeed, knowing that failure is just a part of the process? As always, if you liked this video, please like and subscribe, and maybe stick around to watch another. But other than that, I'll see you next week.